What's going on, everybody? STUDmuffin here. If you're new to the channel, thanks for dropping by. Appreciate you being here. Let's go ahead and end the turn. I don't think there's anything else we could have done that turn. Actually, a funny little story. I was besieged at Gaza. Let's see. Archilos of Mazaka. We'll skip on him. I was besieged at Gaza here by 2 Egyptian forces, and I started the recording and didn't have my mic in front of me. So I ended up doing that little battle there. It really wasn't nothing to miss out on. I got like 2,000 kills and the enemy got like 100. It was a good turnout, you know. I got good turnout from the battle, but just a bunch of low tier troops from the Egyptians, so it wasn't like you missed anything. But that's unfortunate. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, so now that we're in a new turn here, I'm going to knock out some construction real quick. I'm going to retrain up these units and put a unit of levy on the recruitment queue there. Same here, unit of levy there. Let's go ahead and start moving our troops across on the next turn. Actually, I'm going to give it one more turn, because if I move my units across now, then the public order is going to be too low. But I am moving this general up. Should I recruit anything yet from here? I think I'm going to keep it with just what I've got, and then I'm going to move him up to Mazaka, and I'll join him up with all the troops that's here, and should be able to start the next city upgrade for Melitene pretty soon. And I'm bringing this whole army to Mazaka to join up with this general here, and then I'll be pushing across to Sebastia. Ooh, we get a couple units of horse archers. That might actually be helpful. I think I'll hire them maybe next turn. Eutesion of Corsus, Master Smith for Agathocles. Now, which one did I say I wanted to move out first? Was it Agathocles? No, it was this guy, Icarus of Raphia. Raphia. I'll be moving him out right now, actually, as soon as I take care of this. Agathocles also got a geometer. Command when defending, discount on construction costs. Does this guy have a geometer? Well, if this gives construction discount, I'm going to give it to him since he's the manager currently. Same with the Master Smith. He's already got a Master Smith. Okay, well, if this general's moving out first, then I'm going to go ahead and give him the Master Smith. That way, when he goes to retrain his army after battles, he'll get the discount. Cleitos got a surgeon. Okay, nice. Well, I would want to give the surgeon to Aristocratus then. Of course, yes. Let's move Aristocratus in. Give him the surgeon. Improves the chances of casualties recovering from wounds. There is a chance that this guy could get a doctor trait, but since Aristocratus already has 4 children, I don't need the doctor trait for him, because the doctor trait increases the chance of having children. But the surgeon is pretty much the same thing without the boost to... Oh, nice, I got an extra. That's something you can do right there. If you see, this is super important. You see what just happened there? I gave surgeon to Aristocratus, but it still ended up giving Cleitos. Basically, it acted as if I never gave surgeon to Aristocratus. This is a glitch that happens sometimes, or maybe it's programmed. But if you ever go to drag and drop a ancillary to one of your generals, and the guy that you dragged from still has it in his retinue, it's almost like you never gave it to the other general. It's somehow a glitch in the system. And if that happens, if you drag surgeon, drop it to one of your generals or any other ancillary, and it still has surgeon in your retinue like you never gave it away, drop it back to the same general, and basically it allows you to double your ancillary. This is huge, for real. So now, if you look, Aristocratus has surgeon, and Cleitos has surgeon. It's almost like you never got rid of the surgeon ancillary. So that's cool. If you have a really good ancillary, you drag it, drop it to a general, and it's still in the original general's retinue, then drop it to the same general, and it'll double the ancillary, which is huge. If you have a really good ancillary that's rare, you can double it, which is awesome. It's like a glitch or something in the game, or some sort of, I don't know, but take advantage of that if you can. So yes, as you see, the feeling poorly trait has came to Cleitos here. That's the, you know, the pro and con to having Asclepios as your temple. You get good ancillaries, but you get the feeling poorly trait. Of course, my faction leader here has it, unfortunately, but I'm going to move him back out now that I've gave him the surgeon ancillary. Thank goodness this guy never ended up getting it. I'm going to go ahead and build a dockyard here. That's going to be huge.
It's going to be absolutely huge, I'll tell you, okay, folks? What have I got to say here? Sometimes I do like to build docks, okay? They give me a lot of income. It's great. It's wonderful. It's huge, okay?
Oh, nice. The Greeks have landed at Rhodes. That's good. Just a small little army there. Let's hope they don't attack me. Okay, let's go ahead and cancel some of these levy recruitments just so that I can retrain my own men. Oh, perfect. I'm going to... should I keep them? Yeah, I'll keep them. Why not? Might as well. Why not? Now I'm back up in the blue. And then after retraining all that, that should help me as well. Okay, now that I've got the elephants recruited, I'm free to go ahead and bring this general out. Icarus of Raphia. Let's see. I think I'm going to... Where do I want to move him? I'm going to move him down this direction, and then I'm going to drop him below Hyra, take care of that rebel army, and take Bostra here. And then I'll be pushing down with him into Egypt as well to assist Demetrius. That sounds like a really good idea. And I'm actually going to join Aristocrasus in his army, and then pass on that surgeon trait to Icarus whenever Aristocrasus dies, of course. So let's go ahead and get the elephants. Then we'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the cataphracts there, and then 6 of the Greek Sacred Band. Beautiful. I'm so excited to use these guys. My first really strong army right here. These guys are going to wreck everything. They've got good armor and attack, or armor and weapon silver bonuses with 2 valor. Just awesome. I'm excited. We've got 1 unit of Greek Sacred Band training there. Okay, now we got this army here. Let's go ahead and attack. There we go. Parthia's rushing in. They got the phalanx there. Let's rush my general in. Somehow I missed that they were there. Let's run my cav this way on the left flank and my right flank cav over here. Somehow I missed this unit of Eastern Infantry. He snuck over on my flank. But 1 good cav charge should take care of them. Move my other general on the other side. So I want to start charging. My elephants are doing damage, and so are my peltas. Persian cav are getting wrecked. Let's go ahead and take my 3 units of cav here and get some missile damage in there. We'll take my 3 units here, hit the hillmen, and then of course these guys have started to rout, so we'll halt our phalanx. Didn't even end up needing my cav there. I want to sneak this unit around the back and hit the skirms. Charge here, blow the trumpet, and then you guys charge here. There we go. Send these 2 units, well, attack on this flank and on this flank, and then send these guys up here. And then, of course, send these guys up to the Persian cav. Keep my silver shields out of the fight to preserve them. Got a mass rout there. And then hit these guys from the rear. Now I can hit these slingers. Mass rout. Let's go. And then in order to not get any friendly fire, we'll go ahead and charge in. And mass rout. That's the victory. I'm going to clean everything up now. There's the victory. Let's go. 1795 to 49. Nice. We are getting closer as it approaches. There's his faction leader. How is he still alive? This dude's 73. That's definitely non-typical. All right. Should we move my family member here out back to Artaxarta? That would bring my public order down a lot. I'm going to give it another turn or 2 before I move him back over to Artaxarta. And I've got the cataphracts training up for his army. There's a little bit of a cav reinforcement. That'll go real handy into Syria. Okay, let's go ahead and end the turn. An Egyptian spy trying to sneak into Gaza. Back up in the green on that public order. That's good. They are besieging my ports. I need to start training up a navy. This guy's bureaucrat, good attacker, been in the wars. Kind of looks cool, but he's old. How old is Orthia? So it's not Dione. Orthia's 16. Dione needs a husband. I'm not as worried about Orthia because she's still young. She's got plenty of childbearing years, but we need to get Dione a husband. Got plenty of females in here that needs husbands. 1, 2, 3, 4 with Dione, 5 with Glossy. Our boy Parmenion of Coursus has 2 sons. Got plenty of family members. This is an awesome family tree. Reject this guy. Faction announcements. Agathocles got the philosopher. Cletos got priest to Asclepios. Improves chances of casualties recovering from their wounds. I could easily give that to Aristocratus too. Not that he needs the bonus to the childbearing, but basically with this, I can move Aristocratus in, and he already has the Surgeon, which gives, increase to casualties recovering, but you can double up and also get even more increase to casualties recovering from their wounds by getting the Priest of Asclepios. So yeah, now this dude will be able to recover a ton of units instead of losing them, which is going to be really helpful because that saves money on retraining, that saves money on, or just basically makes your army stay stronger, just many things. I mean, it's good. It also, saves population of your towns from retraining. Okay, let's recruit a couple more guys there. I think I'm good to go ahead and move these guys over to Mazaka. Yeah, that'll bring me back up. Once I complete that recruitment, I'll have recruitment done here as well. So let's go ahead and move Armenian up. I think it's safe to go ahead and recruit these Scythian mercenaries. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and move this guy over. I need to go ahead and get some paved roads going if I can. Let's go ahead and disband these units of phalanx. That will bring me to 1,700. So then I should be able to do this. Hire 700. Disband. There we go. That's the town expanded. Nice. Right over 2,000. Then I can hire a unit of levy. Okay, let's get some more recruitment going. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, let's move Alexander over. I'm literally one turn away from taking the Parthian capital, or besieging it at least. Artaxarta. Let's go ahead and recruit another unit of cataphracts. One more turn and we'll have that temple to Hephaestus, or Hephaestus. Okay, let's hire another unit of levy here at Gaza. I don't think that gives me enough leeway yet to leave. It's close to upgrading the city, honestly. Yeah, I'm very close to upgrading Gaza to a city. Yeah, this is not going good on the public order here. I should definitely stay. Okay, let's go ahead and end the turn. Armenia has besieged me. Cassandros has a doctor. Okay, well that's good to have. Who's my next? Agathocles is the next person I'm moving out. Let's give the philosopher to him. If Agathocles is the next general that I'm moving out, then I would want to give him the doctor trait, and as well as the discount on unit training cost, just because he's going to be retraining units, of course. Get another unit of Greek Sacred Band. Do I want to give the Inventor? Nah, I'm going to keep the Inventor. I don't think I have mines in the area. I don't think so. So yeah, let's go ahead and get cataphracts there. Okay, this Armenian army is about to get destroyed. I don't know why he thought he could do anything with that small force. I have 3 units of cataphracts. Dude, smart. I don't even need my levies. He's literally just got a horse archers, peltas, and 1 unit of cataphracts. I could literally just pair up 2 units of cataphracts against his 1 and then bum rush the peltas. And then after I wipe out the peltas, target the horse archers. Be easy, bro. Let's just go ahead and chase down the peltas. Nah, we're not going to be able to make it in time. Pair up. We'll make sure we give our guys time to rest. Okay, in all honesty, I think he's going to pull his peltas back. If he pulls his peltas back when I charge forward, I could just charge his cataphracts with all 3 of my cataphracts, and they might catch the peltas. Beautiful. And it's immediate rout. That is beautiful. I do like the Armenian cataphracts. They have the gold helmets with the blue capes. It's pretty cool. Once I rout these cataphracts, then I should be able to chase down the remaining peltas and then hopefully catch the archers. Nice, they came back. Hopefully we're able to rout these cataphracts before they get in position. Okay, cool. Never mind, they got caught up. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Kill them all. Kill them all. There we go. Nice. I didn't know this, but the cataphracts actually have a secondary mace. which is crazy. To have spears and then a secondary mace for close combat with melee units, it's actually very helpful. Let's go. Now we retrain our cataphracts and hire one more unit. One more turn and the town upgrade will, or the city upgrade will be complete, which will extremely boost public order. So I think I'm good to go ahead and bring his army back to Artaxarta, retrain it. This should boost my public order by at least 30 or 40%, and then I can undo all this recruitment queue just after the public order is stabilized. Okay, let's go ahead and move these units back into Nazaka. Bring the general up. He's almost there. That city upgrade's about to be completed, so I won't have to hire anybody else. We'll jack the tax rate up. I will bring the general into the city. That way I can get the retraining with that bronze sword. Time to bring Icarus over. All right, here it is. We have besieged the Parthian capital. We've got 4 towers training up. We'll be able to take this next turn, hopefully. Got one family member in. He'll probably bring the faction leader down to counter with the faction heir, looks like. That's a large army. Hopefully I can... Oh, that's going to be a huge battle. Oh, yeah. This will be nice. Got a large force here and a decent garrison as well. We got a good battle on our hands here. Looks like we can afford one more levy. I don't want to retrain these guys, really. It costs 7 denarii. Why not? It's 7, literally. It's like pennies. All right, the moment of truth. Here it goes. The moment of truth, guys. The moment of truth. Emopine, or pound... Emopone of Corsus. I can't even pronounce that. Priest of Asclepios increases chance of having children and, of course, casualties recovering. I'm going to go ahead and bring Arhidios in. Now, this dude already has 3 kids, so I'm not as worried about him not having enough children. So I'm going to give him the surgeon instead of the doctor trait, as well as the priest of Asclepios for him as well, because he's going to have his own army in a minute. Let's go ahead and hire the Syrian archers. That'll be 3 Syrian archers. That'll be plenty for one army. Ooh, look at this. So to build paved roads here, there's a ton of road space that this could be very helpful. Now we'll go ahead and recruit another unit of Sacred Band. This is at 18k. That's a lot. But it's literally able to build the next city upgrade. They just haven't done it yet. I know this is weird, but seeing this building here, this temple right here on the actual city here, if it was a city that was upgraded to tier 4, which takes 12,000 populace, then this building would be on the left side. And they have 18,000, so I know they're able to upgrade already, but they haven't yet. So by exterminating the populace, it shouldn't be long before I'm able to get back to 12,000. He has not brought his faction leader to attack me yet, which is weird. But considering the armies are divided, the garrison, and then, of course, this guy's army is too far to reinforce, so divide and conquer. Should be easier to take them out if there's one army at a time. That'll give me time to retrain as well. Okay, so this is a little interesting fact. Any kind of Eastern culture walls, if you look, of course, this will count as Numidia, Carthage, Parthia, Armenia, Pontus, etc., Egypt. Any of their walls, if you look at the gateway, on the inside of the walls, the towers do not, they're unable to shoot for the normal stone walls. I don't know if this works for the large stone walls, but you see they have tower openings for arrow shots on the outside, but not on the inside. I don't know why that is, if that's a glitch or if that was meant to happen, but yeah, kind of an interesting fact. Now I've noticed that it's the same way on the outside until you get up close, and then they all of a sudden appear, but it's not the case on the inside. I don't know if they are still able to shoot, but they do not appear. Here's another interesting fact. When you check on the units that have the siege tower, you can turn them on fire at will, and the towers themselves will shoot arrows right out of here. And of course, if you're besieging a large stone wall or a huge stone wall, the towers themselves change to bigger towers with steel plates, and they actually shoot ballista arrows instead of normal arrows. So always turn your towers on fire at will, and this will cause a lot of damage to any enemy troops that are stationed along the wall where your tower is about to latch on. Yep, as you can see, the towers are firing arrows and are killing a few of these eastern infantry. Here goes the tower ladder has fell, or the walkway there. Let's go ahead and target these guys first, just to get them out of the way. Let's target these guys. And then these guys, of course, I want you to target the slingers. But the slingers are probably going to die pretty easy, and then I can send over the rest of my men to try to take the gate. Of course, this is the units that's going to suffer the most. I do have my silver shields over here I can bring up, try to take the wall if I need to. But I'm not as concerned if I lose these sabermen, because they're mercenary units, they cost more to upkeep, and I'd rather just have units that I can retrain instead of units that you can't recover after they die. So if I lose them, it's not that big of a deal to me. Besides having their capital, I should have access to decent troops. I do like these sabermen mercenaries because having the sabers are a lot more effective against other infantry, like the eastern infantry or the hillmen that only have spears. So I typically, if I'm playing with a faction that doesn't have very good, melee troops, and especially if you're playing as an eastern faction, these sabermen mercenaries can come in very handy for wall sieges. I think they also get a combat bonus in the desert, which is really helpful. Yeah, I've barely lost anybody at all in this unit. And I think that's due to my command stars. I've got a decent amount of command stars with this army for my general. Of course, I've lost a few men from this army, which they don't have the sword or armor upgrade on them. And these Bedouin warriors are shooting their arrows at me. These guys are down to just a few left, unfortunately. These slingers are trying to hit me from this side, which they seem like they're doing a decent job. They're kind of weak being slingers, but nevertheless, still not good. Nice. Those hillmen are routing now. They're broken. Should be able to make quick work of them and then send my men over to reinforce. Literally got 3 men left over here. Just racking up kills. They're just running past them. That's hilarious. They didn't even recognize them. What if these 3 men solely take out the rest of those slingers? That'd be hilarious. Okay, well, we got shot by who? The horse archers. Okay, well, that unit's wiped. About time I send these guys over to reinforce. We're almost done with these guys. Just a few left. There they go. 1 guy left. All right, now we got the freedom to go ahead and send these guys over to reinforce. We'll run them, of course. I'm going to get these guys up on the walls as well, just in case I end up needing them. I don't have many men left in this army. So I want to send up my silver shields. Let's bring them up right up close to the tower, just in case. Okay, now it is time to send my silver shields up, now that this whole area is clear. Having these silver shields up on the walls, they should be able to wipe out everything that's left. I did kind of sack my sabermen there, but it was worth it. Nice, everything's routing. About to come over and flank with the Seleucid, with the silver shields. Oh yeah, there they go. Dead. Let's run them over. Should be quick work of these slingers here. There we go. Oh yeah. We now have the gates. I'm gonna go ahead and send my generals right in. We'll wrap up, make quick work of whoever's left. We'll hit these Bedouin warriors. Now let's bring the silver shields down. I know these are camels, and camels get the bonus against horses, but my generals are so heavily armored and got the weapon upgrades, armor upgrades. They have the valor. I'm just not concerned. They're so much stronger, just stats-wise. Yeah, and they're wrecking these Bedouin warriors. Here come the hillmen. And then now that my men are, or now that his Bedouin warriors are routing, hopefully this will make it to where these hillmen will rout pretty easy. Might take a couple casualties in the process. If I can get a mass rout going, this might actually be crazy good. Not lost one general unit yet. Steady. Still haven't lost one guy yet. These guys are eager. If the horse archers come in and charge from getting triggered and they rout, that'll cause the hillmen to rout. I lost one bodyguard unit there. Horse archers are getting tanked. Oh yeah, shaken. Surely these hillmen will rout soon. They're shaken. The horse archers broke. Now the hillmen should break. Wavering. There they go. Nice. That's all we needed right there. Charge the Bedouins. Who do they have left in the square? 200 Eastern Infantry. I'm just going to bring my silver shields up. Now let's charge these horse archers. This is a Eastern general. See if we can trigger them maybe. Not yet. Charge out. Never mind, charge back in. There we go. Charge from behind. There we go. Now we need to turn around, hit those guys. Run these guys through and hit the horse archers. Just like that. And we can circle back and hit them from the rear. Oh yeah. Just like this. And circle around. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go. Easy work. Finally got that 4th Valor upgrade for the 2nd General in the army. And that's the battle. That is the Parthian capital. The only reason we took so much casualties is because of those sabremen on the walls kept getting shot by those Bedouin and those horse archers. That's the city. Let's occupy. Should we occupy or should we exterminate? I'm going to exterminate. That's going to bring it down to like 4K. We'd use the money though, and the the Poilet Golder bonus as well. Okay, now let's retrain all of our horses. And then we could go on very high tax rate. We'll do a road, and then let's do this. Okay, nice. Now we can do that. That'll work, and then we can train up one levy. Beautiful. This guy has a diplomatic talent. Let's go ahead and bribe these guys. There we go. It's less we have to deal with. Now that I'm able to start bribing these guys with the little bit of money that I have left, I should get a little more money from not having devastation. Now this guy should have been ranked up. Perfect. I'll send him down. And then all the money we're getting now, I have enough money to where I can start bribing mercenaries. And if they're, or not mercenaries, but rebels. And the thing about rebels is when rebels are in your in your region, then they cause devastation. And the only way to prevent devastation or remove devastation is by bribing mercenary or rebels out of your region and not having any enemy armies or rebel armies in your region will lower devastation. Let's see, we'll need to move the levies out. Now we can move him in. Bring the tax rate up to very high. Now we'll have to retrain these guys. Just like that. Boom, 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 boom. Beautiful, beautiful. And that is the rest of that army. And I'll be able to send him out and up to Gangara. Angara. Let's move Parmenion into Mazaka with these forces here. I'm not worried about retraining them this turn because I've still got to wait for Hephaestus to complete the second tier of that temple. And then I can retrain them. Actually, 6, 12, 18, 24. That guy would take 100. And this would give me the armor and missile upgrade. Yeah, I'll wait. Go ahead and train up another unit of cataphracts here. There we go. That'll be 4 cataphracts. 4 Greek Sacred Band. We just need 2 more apiece. Let's build a sewer at Gaza. That should bring up the public order pretty good. Okay, let's go ahead and end the turn again. Got the roads built at Tel Aviv. Oh dear. Just as I feared. Okay, who's this guy? Abantes of Eucerus. That's a candidate for adoption. I'm going to pass on him. Jeez, all these towns are growing like wildfire. What are our faction announcements? Cassandros got married. He's got a geometer. Does this guy have a geometer too? Okay, this guy does not have a geometer. I could use that. Man when defending walls. Discount on construction cost. Okay, let's go ahead and give this guy an inventor and a geometer. And then we'll do another unit of Greek Sacred Band. Okay, he's got a surgeon as well. No, because he's already got a doctor. Nice. We were able to complete the dock. So, now we can train conquerimes. Or conquerimes. That'll be huge for our navy. Build a couple of those and we'll be able to take out anything. Let's do communal farming here. Alright, now we can move out with our army. Let's go ahead and move out. Move the garrison back in. Change the tax rate down to low, of course. What has he got in this little small army? Oh, wow, that's going to be fodder. That's going to be easy pickings, brother. Alright, time for an epic cav charge. 4 units of cataphracts and my general. Boom, 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 boom. Hopefully they just rout from the overall number of my men. Steady. Let's go ahead and turn these guys on secondary weapon. These guys are shaking, wavering. Hopefully they rout. There they go. Lost 4, 8, 12, 14 units there. Maybe 1 or 2 more for my general's unit. Okay, since the militia cav are fast moving, I'm going to charge his horse archers with my militia. Let's get my general over here to kill him. That's the battle. There we go. Okay, let's move Zeuxis over. Alright, we'll build up another unit of levy. Now, if I leave now... Let's see, honest. Even-handed. Okay, so if I leave my 1 general in there, will I have enough public order? Yes. Beautiful. That's what I want. Let's go ahead and charge the Parthian army. What does he have? 4 units of mercenary horse archers. Jeez. And of course the Persian cav. His general units is the only thing I'm actually kind of worried about. Okay, let's move our militia cav up. Move the general up. Hopefully I can hit the Persian cav with the general. Alright, the main thing is to be able to take care of all these horse archers if I can. Alright, charge forward. Let's charge the Persian cav. And then you guys come this way and charge these guys. Okay, go off of guard mode. Charge. There we go. Charge the Scythians. Now charge these guys from the rear. There they go. There they break. Charge back. And then there you go. Rush forward. Nice. There we go. Fast forward. Victory! There we go. The only unfortunate thing is we weren't able to kill either one of those generals. So they're going to retreat back, and then them retreating back, it's going to be annoying. Oh, never mind. They went back to their homeland. That's cool. Nice. I'll take that. Well, then I need to retrain again then. Okay, let's bring him up over here. Something I'm going to do, I'm going to bring my general out of this army, Icarus, and attack solo against these archers. Oh, he's slightly out of range. That stinks. But he should handle one unit of archers, no problem. Alright, I'm going to do one more unit of levy here. With that and getting the sewers. Hopefully that puts me back up in the yellow on the following turn. Let's reposition our men here. Just like this. What will that do? I'm at 40. This will bring me up to 55. Do something like that. Maybe that'll be good enough. I'm not sure. I don't want to chance it. Bring them back in. I don't want to chance it. Let's disband this unit since they're weaker. Have no use for that since I'm building the Conqueremes. Let's postpone the Conquereme actually. Because I want to be able to build another unit of Cataphracts. And then what that will do, that will also let me to do another unit of levy. So then with another unit of levy, will I be comfortable doing that now? So that'll bring me up plus 15. That'll be 65. And then another unit of levy. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to chance it now. Let's go to Petra. Starting to see a little bit more stronger tier Egyptian troops there. All right, let's go ahead and send our army over. Yeah, so we got a pretty good push going on right now. We got Armenian with the army that we're getting ready to retrain next turn. Then we'll be sending him to Sebastia. And then, of course, we got Aristocratus here with the Syrian archers. I'll be able to hire another unit of Syrian archers pretty soon. But he's going to... Aristocratus is going to join up with Icarus in this army. And then, of course, I have Demetrius here. About to head into Petra. Besiege that. That's really nice. And then, of course, Alexander here. He's got his army about to push further up into Parthia. And then I've got my army with Zeuxis here, pushing into northern Armenia. That is awesome. What is that? 5 armies? But yeah, so that's a lot of progress in this part. But yeah, that's going to be it. Hope you guys enjoyed this part. And don't forget to go vote on the polls if you're subscribed. But if you like this video, there's going to be a recommended campaign video below, or you can check out this RomeTotalWar advice playlist over here. But yeah, see you guys next time. Love you guys. God bless. Bye.